Is there more on you?
No, sir. That's.
You didn't seem too confident on that.
Drug smugglers go to the extremes in order to make sure the goods are hidden, and considering how much these illegal things cost, it's no wonder. In today's video, you're going to see some of the most expensive drug busts caught on police body camera. State troopers pull over a vehicle for a speeding violation, only to discover the driver had been smuggling something very expensive and illegal.
Hello, how you doing, buddy? Driver's license with you? What happened to the windshield? I noticed that when you passed me back there.
Oh, I was doing some movement with some wood and doors. So they kind of cracked the windshield.
Okay. Also, whenever you were coming around that curve back there, you kept drifting over the center line.
Oh yeah, it's this. I got the adjuster for the lane. So when it get close,
it pulls you a little bit or
pulls
something.
me, yeah.
Like, you definitely crossed over a couple times when you were in the left lane there.
Yeah, I was just trying to, and then with the big truck.
Yeah. Do you have a?
Oh, let's take work right here, sir.
Where you headed to?
Picking my sister up for the holidays.
Where's that at?
Down there. It's 50 miles away.
Huntington, maybe.
I think so. Or like right by.
Okay. Don't think that's what I need. I'm gonna come with that side there, okay?
Oh, it's right. Oh,
that's all. Well, that's all the like paperwork for the truck. It's not the actual rental agreement.
Okay.
I'll have you come back here with me real quick since you don't have a driver's license.
Okay.
And we'll figure out what we're gonna do.
My shoes over here.
Yeah, you can find later. Pick over and grab them.
Take right there.
Oh. Let's go back here, but I am gonna pat you down real quick. I smell marijuana coming from the car big time. So, oh yeah. You got blunt spray up there too.
No, I do got a small thing of marijuana though.
Okay, how much you have?
Like 2 grams.
2 grams. I'm just gonna pat you down real quick.
Oh, yeah.
Have you have a seat back here, and then nothing always gonna stick me in front, buddy.
Oh, sorry. No. Oh no.
No, you're fine. All right, now check up between your legs here, man. I'm gonna catch you off guard. All right, buddy, you can have a seat back here for me real quick. So is there somebody from Huntington that can come pick you up since you don't have a driver's license? Somebody that figured out how to get here?
I can call.
Okay. Swing your feet in there, and I'll issue you a citation real quick, and then we'll figure it out.
So, just to be, like I said, to be honest with you ahead of time, because like I said, I just like before, what I'm saying, this is my first trip. I understand that, I ain't really supposed to be driving.
Yeah, you don't have a license.
So, like I said, I don't got no excuse, what I'm saying? I don't want you to run into, look at my name and then okay, he ain't got no license.
Right, yeah.
I just can't, like I said.
Anything illegal in your truck, man?
No, hell no.
Go up there and I can look through it and then go find nothing?
No, go ahead.
Okay. All right, buddy. Which phone? Is there 2 phones up there?
Yeah.
Which one would you need?
The one with the black.
The black one?
Yeah.
The suspect appeared confident from the beginning, acting as though he had nothing to hide, and everything was under control. Despite his calm demeanor and calculated response, luck would not be on his side, and it would not be long before he realized his crafted act was about to fall apart.
Whew. My goodness, this thing stinks. Yep. Man, that thing reeks of weed. You say you got 2 grams up there?
Yeah, it's in the little the console.
Okay. So I go up and I check it, and I'm not gonna find anything else besides the weed, right?
Yeah, you can open up and check it and everything.
Okay.
Yeah, I just like to, you know.
So you gotta drive all the way down here, pick your sister up, and turn around, and go back.
Yeah, her and her wife.
So
I mean, but my mom ain't cooked in 2 years for Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
So, you know.
Yeah, you're suspended. They couldn't get a car to drive it themselves, or?
No.
So you gotta take them back after Thanksgiving too?
Yes, sir. I know. And it's crazy. My mom was like, "Be careful." And see, my mom, she has like, she was already in a bad accident.
Yeah.
Or she usually does it.
Right.
But she's using the strength that she has to, you know what I'm saying,
yeah.
to cook. So I just, you know, like I said, I ain't supposed to be driving, but I took a chance on it. You know, just,
yeah.
Like I said, I had it on cruise control. You know.
Yeah, I didn't get you for speeding. I just got you for the lane violation. And when you passed me back there, I noticed your windshield was all
so,
busted up on that side.
Yeah, so I gotta take responsibility. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I said, feel free.
1784 checkup.
The suspect was pushing for the vehicle to be checked out, but that only made things worse. Instead of easing the suspicion, it put the officer on high alert, and he already had a feeling that something just wasn't right.
How long you been on the force?
Almost 20 years.
Damn.
Yeah.
Oh, gee. So what's your rank?
I'm still just a little old trooper.
What?
Yeah.
After 20 years?
I like it though.
But like, how does that work? Do you get a chance to?
Yeah, I could try to get promoted if I wanted to. I just have no desire to do it.
Okay.
I like doing what I do.
Yeah.
I got a really flexible schedule, so that's a big plus.
Yeah. I was gonna say how does that work with holidays and things?
Well, where I got the position I have, I'm pretty flexible, so I can take holidays off if I want.
Oh, okay. Damn.
Yep.
Do you choose to? Like, do you have like?
Yeah, like tomorrow I'll take off. Yeah, that's the best thing about my position is I got the flexible schedule, so I can work whenever I need to and don't miss anything with my kids.
Yeah. What kind of? How many kids you have?
3.
Ooh. Boys, girls.
I've got a girl who's 20, a son who's 18, and another one that's 15.
So you said who's the oldest?
My daughter is.
Daughter.
Yeah. Yep.
The officer wasn't falling for the suspect's attempts at distraction and was focused and ready to uncover whatever was being hidden.
Take responsibility. You know?
Oh yeah.
Like,
yep.
why,
yeah. Actions have consequences, and if you can't handle the consequences, then
for sure.
you probably shouldn't handle those actions.
The suspect would be placed under arrest and face charges which included possession of a controlled substance, smuggling crystal meth, and fentanyl worth over $146,000. He would face a possible 11-year prison sentence. Police pull over a Jeep Compass for a minor traffic violation. The driver then looked very nervous and began to share conflicting travel details when questioned. This would only raise the suspicion of the police.
Good.
Can I give you 1019 to about the 49 eastbound? 49 eastbound. I've got a black Toyota Highlander. She got a flat tire. She's needing some assistance.
1019.
1014.
Hey, how are you? I'm Trooper Mixtape. Sir, the reason I'm stopping you, two reasons. One, that big truck, I know there's a bunch of stuff going on over here, but you got way too close to that big truck in the left lane. And then when you were going around it, you drove on that yellow line, and I was trying to make sure everything's all right. Are you good? Okay. I don't plan on writing a ticket, but have you got your driver's license with you?
How you doing today?
I'm doing all right. It's a little hot, but ain't too bad.
Don't be mad at me when you see my license.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Reason why.
Alabama? Oh, commercial?
Please don't be mad at me.
Oh, I ain't mad at you. Is this a rental then?
Yes, sir.
Do you have the rental agreement?
Yeah.
Are you That'll work. You an owner-operator, or? How are you? What brings you through here? Get back home?
Yes, sir.
You drop off the truck out west or something? Where'd you drop the truck off at? Oklahoma. I'm guessing that's where you rented this car at.
No, I got the truck. I didn't get the car in Oklahoma.
Oh. Okay. But you dropped the truck off there?
No, I went to Oklahoma. And I didn't drive the truck. I went to Oklahoma looking for a job.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I left the truck in Oklahoma. I didn't take the job.
Oh, I got what you're saying now.
Yes, sir.
Hey, I tell you what, that way I can get this part done. If you bring that out here and just look right outside my car and you can show me when you find it, that'd be great, okay?
Calling the suspect out meant more conversation, and more conversation meant more inconsistency, each one of them adding urgency to his tone. It was as if the officer had already sensed that something was off, but just needed to push enough to uncover the truth.
Oh, I can call them.
Did you rent it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Who'd you rent it to?
Enterprise.
One thing, you got no weapons or anything, right?
No, no.
I just got to check for safety, okay? You're good, you're good. All right, I'm going to roll my window down right there, okay?
I appreciate you doing that too. I just gotta find my rental agreement real quick.
Well, how long did you get to stay in Oklahoma for?
Not long, just a few days.
That's a big bag back there for a few days.
Let's see, enterprise agreement.
11 cars, so 54 check, Alabama.
Go ahead.
Last name is Reese. First name is Anthony. Date of birth 1972-0314. 1972-0314, Alabama. Thank you.
And black male, white male.
Black belt.
Thank you.
So you just went to Oklahoma?
Yes, sir.
You didn't go out to like New Mexico or anything?
Sir?
You didn't go out to like New Mexico or anything?
To, to my, like, the gamble.
Is there a bunch of casinos over there?
There's a couple of them. They don't like to pay nothing. And you said I was, I didn't see myself swerve on the line.
Yeah, on that yellow line. The rumble strip's on the outside of it, but you're still supposed to stay inside the lines. So you might not have felt the rumble strips, but
I said I didn't see myself swerve.
that's all right. Like I said, I don't plan on writing you a ticket or anything.
Sir?
I said I don't plan on writing you a ticket or anything. So what's in that bag back there? I am curious.
What you mean? What bag?
In the back?
Oh, just clothes and stuff, sir.
Nothing bad, no drugs, nothing like that?
No, I don't do that, sir.
No weed, no nothing? Marijuana? Meth, nothing like that?
No.
We got a
Is it okay
deputy
if
on
I check?
internal radio, on
Can't
table,
check.
Okay, all right.
The officer finally cut to the chase. He had suspected from the beginning that the man was hiding something in the bag, and now would be the moment to press harder. It became time to strike and uncover the truth.
Okay, so here's the deal. I got a canine en route, okay? I got a canine en route, okay? So they're going to run their dog. If it alerts the odor of narcotics, I'm going to search this vehicle, all right? I wasn't born yesterday, okay? Is everything in this vehicle okay?
Yeah, but I'm saying, what's going on, though? I don't understand.
I'm under the suspicion that there's drugs in that bag.
Why?
Because
what?
just the whole story.
What you mean, the whole story?
But we can clear this up if you let me search it. If not, we'll wait for a canine.
No, I'm saying, I'm just don't understand why you're even saying you
didn't go to Oklahoma. You went past Oklahoma. You went all the way through New Mexico and all that stuff. You've got a criminal history of drug trafficking. It just doesn't make sense. Your story doesn't make sense. That you went over there to look for a job and didn't find it. That's not. You don't drive all the way from Alabama to Oklahoma to turn down a job.
So did you pull me over because you saw that it was registered to me, and then you wanted
saw
just
that it was registered to you?
Yeah, just do that tag. I know the rental agreement was show.
I stopped you because you were following too close and you ran out of your traffic lane over there.
I followed too close to a truck?
Yes.
I was not that far. I drive trucks.
I understand that, but that's why I stopped you. I believe you drive trucks for a living, all right? But that's why I stopped you. It's all on that camera. It's okay. Now, I am calling a canine, so like I said, I believe there's drugs in that bag right there. So we're going to wait and find out. If that canine alerts, I'm going to search it, okay?
What I'm saying, I don't understand. Like, I
just explained it to you, so. Right now, put your phone right here, okay? You can record or whatever you want, but put your phone right here for my safety. I don't want you texting on it in case there's somebody else behind you. Put it on the hood.
I want to record.
That's fine. You can record on the hood. Put it on the hood.
Can I put it where I can show it?
Yes.
Okay. Let me put the record.
I don't want you texting on it right now in case for officer safety. Alright? I've been put in weird situations before and I don't like it. It's unsafe. You can record all you want. I don't care about that.
It was a calculated move by the officer to ensure the suspect had no room to get away, and there was no chance he was going to leave without a thorough inspection, and with the canine en route, hiding anything would be out of the question.
You can do it like that. That's fine. My concern is not you recording. My concern is in situations people text other people that may be with them or without them in my line of work. Okay? Fair enough? So officer safety is my thing. I'm recording too. I don't care about being recorded. It's all good.
How you figure I was in New Mexico and in Arizona?
It says it right here.
What's that?
It's called a license plate reader.
Oh, just looking at where all I've been in the truck.
When I stop people, I do that. Yep.
So, and you say you pulled me over because I was following too close.
And you swerved out of your lane on that left side. Yes, sir.
And then I got over. But you
That's fine, but you still committed the 2 violations.
You didn't even pull me over when I come past you, and then it's like you pulled out. I just didn't understand.
I drive up and down this interstate 10 hours a day, man.
Yeah, it's good.
You can only sit still. You can only sit still for so long. How long you been truck driving?
Huh?
How long you been truck driving?
I had my license since 09.
10-14 on the go.
Since 09.
Make a good living doing it?
Hope County Trip J. Go ahead.
Hey, do the other
I'm
way.
sure you're listening, but we finally found Hope 35.
Turn it around and record it.
Sir.
Okay, well turn it where I can see the video so that you're looking like you're texting, bro.
No, I'm not texting. I'll keep my hands free. I don't want you to think I'm texting, man.
Alright.
'Cause I ain't trying to you off no more than you already.
I ain't mad, I promise you. I just don't like being put in those situations. It's officer safety, man. I've seen worse things happen, okay?
Yeah, you ain't got to, like I said, you ain't got to worry about me, man. I ain't gonna put you in no type of situation.
So that's all it is. Now, when I heard your story and all this stuff, that all adds up. So, and you got that bag in the back for a couple days trip, that doesn't make sense to me, man. My line of work and my experience, that bag is loaded full of dope. That's what I'm trying to tell you, okay? We're gonna find out when the K9 gets here, okay?
And the K9 don't alert to nothing, then
you're free to go.
The suspect's expression said it all, but he had already lost the battle. He knew the story was crumbling and any attempt to get out was futile. And to make matters worse, the recording on his phone would serve yet another piece of evidence against him.
You saw the felony I had on my back way back then.
I'll be out with the car pulling 2 vehicles. That just
You did have a felony trafficking, yes.
7 East Mountain.
How long ago was it?
Back in like 2010, 9, 10, somewhere around 10.
What drove you to do that? Money or what? Just struggling?
Yeah, just growing up in the hood, man.
I'm talking about, did you just need some money? Was you in a pinch? That's usually why people do that.
I'm saying back then, yeah, just, you know, just growing up in a just low income situation, you know, like, just being honest, you know.
I grew up in low income too.
Yeah, but I just, you know, I did something bad. I'm not proud of it. You know, I did something.
No, nobody, it ain't meant to be proud of.
You know what I'm saying?
People do things that, you know, they get pushed to do things when they're under certain tensions.
Didn't hurt nobody about it, you know, like how some guys get out here and do just real messed up stuff. Man, but
what was it that you was trafficking?
Back then, man, I remember some little funky pills.
Pills?
Yeah.
For what? Like hydros or what?
Yeah.
Are you in some sort of bind right now with your trucking job? Okay.
The officer kept the suspect engaged, giving him no time to think or come up with an excuse. And with backup on the way for a vehicle inspection, every moment counted in tightening the noose around him.
1346 J11, can I come up the wrong way on the exit ramp?
Yeah, 10-4, right. We're right at the edge of it.
Okay.
Let's go ahead and get out. Need it back here. You want to tell him? You want to explain it to him? Okay, the K9 alerted. He's going to explain what happened. Turn around. Turn around. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can will be used against you in the court of law. You have the right to an attorney. You're not a court one. One will be appointed to you. Hey, can you get my other set of cuffs out there? I can see you. Okay, you can sit sideways and slide back in if you need to.
Man, can you put them in front of me, please?
I can't do that. It's a felony arrest, man. I wouldn't. It's policy. Now, if you need help, I'll help you. There you go.
He's going to call his partner. He'll call me around.
Hey, we done. Got about yeah. Well, I was going to see it there. I don't even know what's going on. I think y'all finished me. Alright, do you want us to go to the over office? Alright.
With no options left, the suspect had to say goodbye to his family and face the consequences of his actions. He was caught red-handed with a massive stash of drugs and knew there was no escaping.
I don't know how willing he is. He's actually a very nice guy. So he might.
No, that's not a problem, man. So you got the EA coming, I guess, talking?
Yeah, I had some all.
So let's just go break those phones unless you've already got them. That way,
there's one inside, and then Tanner's got the other one, I think.
Awesome.
We'll leave him with the guy, though, just in case someone goes to the phone.
You want me to get the other one?
Yeah, that'd be fine. It's in that backpack. How are you?
I'm lovely. You know, the girl's back there. I haven't had something to call in a while.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
There's something up there. There's a little bit of weed right here, but there's two other bundles up there.
That's fine. I'm gonna give this.
You got some pills.
I'm gonna give
Okay,
this.
so we may have fentanyl in here also?
Possibly. I don't know what. It looks like pills, but it could be those, those scent beads you put in laundry.
Yeah.
So,
Have you asked him?
No.
I mean, well, you got some of them just...
Yeah.
That's going to be more than 50.
I don't like them. I've always...
That's a good call.
Thanks. Every time I've ever guessed, like, what I really thought it was, way over. So,
yeah.
Police would recover $4.8 million worth of meth and fentanyl along with marijuana from the vehicle. The suspect was arrested and slapped with numerous charges, including drug trafficking and possession of controlled substances. Police pull over a vehicle for illegally tinted windows. That's not a major crime, but it would turn out there was a reason for the windows being so dark, because inside alongside the driver was a mother, her children, and something very dangerous.
Hey, how you guys doing? Hi, thank you. You have your license with you, ma'am? Thanks. Reason I stopped you, a few different reasons. One, did you buy your vehicle with the window tint like this, or did you get it done?
Yeah, I bought it like this, and then this happened on our way here. I just drove it from Nevada.
Yeah, I caught that. That's a pretty decent crack right where your view's supposed to be at. Okay. All right.
So my mechanic can't fix it. I took it in yesterday for an oil change and all that crap. These are...
Okay. You got a dog in the back?
Yeah, my little Keyshawn.
Oh, nice.
Limpy.
She's wimpy?
She's limpy.
Oh, limpy.
I accidentally stepped on her and I'm dropping them off and taking her to the vet.
Okay.
But, he told me to have it like this. I don't know, something like
Okay. Yeah. Do you have insurance registration with you for the vehicle? Do you happen to have an ID with you, sir?
You have an idea?
You don't? No? All right.
Why am I getting pulled over?
I told you the tint, the cracked windshield, and then you shortcut through the parking lot. I know that's a weird right turn only intersection. There's signs, you make a right at the intersection, and there's some signs, they loop you around the other hotel.
I didn't know.
You're not from here, so I wouldn't expect you to know that, but you got to obey the signs. Oh, you are?
I moved to Nevada and came back to pick up my...
Okay, I just saw you, Monroe Falls. Is that still a good address?
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Hey, sir, thank you.
Now I gotta loop around.
What's that?
I gotta loop around.
Yeah. Can you go ahead and write your name and your social for me? I appreciate that. Do you have an Ohio license? No.
He's from Nevada.
Oh, you're from Vegas? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Write your name and birthday out.
I'm going to talk with you out here, okay? I'm going to have my partner watch traffic. I'm going to have you step out real quick, just go over this stuff and get you guys rolling on your way, okay?
I don't know, something affected me.
What's that?
Oh no, I got a really bad rash.
You got a rash? Okay. Well, you keep your shirt on.
I know. No, it's really bad. I use the product.
Okay. All right. Here, let's stand off here so we're out of it between the cars. I don't like standing between them. Okay. So where are you guys coming from today?
From my room.
From the room?
So I moved to Nevada. My son was getting in a ton of trouble, so I sent him back with his dad.
Okay.
And I gave it a little bit of time for him to learn, like, you need me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So then I came out here to get him. We're staying there for a couple days. My windshield got cracked. We got stuck on a freaking mountain in Colorado.
Oh, jeez.
Oh my God, I need a tune-up.
Here, let's go back here. I'm going to write you a warning ticket. Not a real ticket, a warning.
I gotta get your filter. I gotta get a tune-up oil change. Need a new windshield. Like, it was a hell of a trip, let me tell you.
Hang on right here. I got my ticket, my warnings on the other side. You can just stay right there.
Everything seemed to be going smoothly, and officers were not initially looking to press any charges. The suspect carried herself like a responsible mother, and it could have worked in her favor had luck been on her side that day.
A lot of times they will. It depends on your level of coverage.
It's progressive.
Yep.
Oh, I have super full coverage.
Okay, cool.
Like I have lockouts, tows, and everything. Because
Awesome.
I lock my keys in my car lock.
You'll definitely be. That's worth a call because that's not cheap. You know what I mean?
It's on a Monday and a Wednesday.
Is your son in the car?
Yeah.
Which
my
one's your
son's
son?
in the middle.
Oh, in the middle in the back?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then that's his best friend from Nevada. I brought him with me to kind of help. You know what I mean? Help with the drive and then help get him back out there and keep us from arguing and just like kind of mediate. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's nice.
Because he's struggling with some things and I'm just trying to get him away from here.
Yeah.
Stowe is not what I thought it was.
Really?
We're in Henderson. It's nice. Have you been there?
I have.
You go there?
Oh, yeah.
I love it, man.
Yeah. How long have you been out there?
4 months.
You like it?
Yeah, there's just something about the sun every morning in the mountains that like helps your soul.
Oh, it feels good.
Yeah. I actually left too for my own struggles. I'll be honest, I was an alcoholic. I went to Vegas and got sober.
Good for you.
And everybody's like, what? And I'm like, you knew an alcoholic could go to Vegas of all places and get sober. But sometimes having it in your face all the time is like enough to say no.
That's awesome.
I think it's
Good
the
for you.
fatal accidents I see every day. Like I've seen bodies fall out of car dead.
Really?
Yeah. So I think I think that's what did it. Seeing all those accidents and drunk drivers. And I was like, I just don't want that, you know?
How long did it take you to drive out here then?
Oh my gosh. The drive there was 4 days, but the drive back was a day and a half. Because I like already
Wait,
did
you
it.
drove from here to go there?
I drove there with my kids, and then my son acted up, so I shipped him. I flew him back out here.
Okay.
Because he needed to learn a hard lesson, like what life's like without me.
So you drove your son from Stowe out to Vegas?
Yep, I
and then
just
you
one day
flew him
packed
out?
up my shit and was gone.
Okay.
And you know, and I have a storage unit here I need to empty out.
Okay.
So there's just stuff to take care of. I just left. I didn't handle everything because I was just trying to really get him out of harm's way.
Yeah.
Away from the drugs, away from the violence. It was too much.
Good.
It was hard.
Yeah. So who did you drive it back with from Vegas?
With his friend. I brought his friend to help drive.
The front passenger?
Yep. I brought him to help drive and then to help me, like, to help us mediate. Because we argue a lot. You know, he's a teenager.
Yeah, he's locked up. He's not coming out.
He beat my Keyshawn alive.
So, are you going back to Vegas or are you staying out here?
Yeah, we're gonna go back. No, he's coming too.
Your son's coming back?
It seemed like the woman kept talking in hopes of distracting the officers and gaining their trust, but they knew exactly what was going on, and soon enough she was going to realize that none of her words would change the outcome.
I got a question.
Yeah.
I have to meet a parent. So my son struggles with like the opiates or whatnot. Sometimes, you know what I mean? He's been sober, but he's relapsed twice. The problem is that the facilities won't take them without their consent and they're minors.
Yeah. Let me ask you this. Your car does smell like marijuana. How much weed's in the car?
I don't know. I know they were smoking before we left.
Okay. I mean, are they 21 and older?
Yeah, he is. Well, he's 20. He's about to be 21. He was smoking.
Well, they got to be 21 and older.
Okay.
So
I didn't know that.
They brought the weed in the car?
No, he was smoking before we left. I won't let them smoke in my room. He did smoke. He smoked in the car.
Okay.
I didn't know until I came out and smelled it, and I was like, you guys, like, you can't do that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So, where are you guys headed to right now then?
So I gotta take them back to Stowe. I gotta take my daughter to her sitter. I gotta take my dog to the vet because I accidentally stepped on her and she's limping. So I just got a lot of crap to do.
Okay.
Hopefully my dog's okay.
Your dog?
Yeah, she's like not even stepping on it.
Ugh.
And she's a show dog. Like I have a photo shoot for her. She's a dog that does her tricks and like and with the little bows. She's a Keyshawn. So if I broke her, it's not healthy. Oh my god.
Is there anything inside the vehicle I need to be concerned about that would be illegal in the car? Any firearms?
Not that I know of.
any kind of computer equipment for like skimmers, scanners, anything like ripping off credit cards, anything like that?
There better not be.
Okay. Part of what we do on the roadways is make sure there's nothing illegal going from point A to point B. Within the state, without a state, anything like that, okay?
No.
So no firearms, no electronics?
I came to get my kid.
Okay. Any drugs inside the vehicle?
Not that I know of.
Any crack?
No.
Cocaine?
No.
Opiates?
No.
Marijuana? Meth? Anything like that?
Not that I know of.
Okay.
I don't.
Any large amounts of currency?
What's that?
Like a ton of money, like tens of thousands of dollars or anything like that? Would you mind if I searched your vehicle to make sure there's nothing illegal in there?
Yeah, I don't.
You don't mind?
I mean,
I can search it?
I have nothing to hide.
Okay, all right, thanks, I appreciate it. This officer's just gonna get your SOCH and the phone number, and that'll be it on there. That's just a warning, it's not a ticket, okay? Just you got a few issues to take care of with the car and moving violations-wise, okay?
The woman's confidence was now fading and worry was beginning to show. She knew that something was wrong, and the officers were not going to let anything slide. It was only a matter of time before the truth would be revealed.
She gave consent. So, we'll have him come out. Hey, don't reach. Back here. What do you have by your neck there? Yeah, you're reaching hard, man.
What's by your balls? You didn't put anything in your pants. Why are you reaching down there? Hold on.
Okay, we're gonna pat you down, okay?
I got a little bit.
What's that?
I got something in my pocket right here.
That's don't reach. What do you got in your pocket? Can I get it?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Just some weed. How old are you, man?
I'm 20.
You're 20? Okay. You gotta be 21 to have it, all right? So not the end of the world. I appreciate you being honest, though, okay? I'm not looking to jam you up over a little bit of personal use, okay? We can search them. Yeah, I'll just go here. All right. You got shorts on or are those boxers?
Boxers.
Those are boxers, okay. You didn't tuck anything down your underwear, down your pants, nothing like that?
Okay.
Alright.
That's all you have.
Did you already get that side?
Not real well.
Okay. Is that just your vape?
Yeah, that's just my lighter.
Or your lighter, rather? Okay.
Yeah, we're walk on weed.
What's that?
Weed is legal.
Move your hands for me.
Yeah, so in Ohio, to have weed on you, you have to be 21 years old, okay? What else you got in there?
That's my
Cuff them.
I got it. Feels like pills. Yeah. You guys good? I knew he had some.
Yeah, he crotched the
Hey,
pills.
I'm just going to advise you your rights real quick, all right? You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to attorney if you cannot afford attorney.
Hang tight over there for me.
I'm saying before any questions if you wish. You can decide at any time to exercise those rights and not answer any questions or make any statements. All right, you understand your rights, man? All right, what do you have in your pants?
I don't have nothing, sir.
Dude, I don't believe that
So
one.
I feel it feels like pills are like a
been reaching
big
around
old crack.
the whole time. Just tell me.
That's my mom.
Yeah, we're gonna find it. All you gotta do is call me. I know there's something in it. So,
All right, step back from the car. All right. If I shake it, is it gonna fall out? Because I don't want to reach in your pants.
No, sir.
It's not gonna fall out?
I'm not gonna lie.
This was only the first suspect being searched, and drugs were already falling out of his pockets. Clearly, it was only the beginning, and things were about to get a whole lot worse.
Back in the second car. What else do you have on you? Because anything else you bring back to jail is going to be an F3. Even if it's a roach, if it's one pill, if it's a needle cap, right? You understand? Okay. Because do you have anything else on you? I'm going to have you kick your shoes off before you get in here, okay? Are these fentanyl? Just straight up, are they pressed fentanyl?
Yes, sir.
They are? Okay, thanks, man. I just don't want to get that stuff, you know. It doesn't hold up like regular pills do. I don't want to have somebody get a bunch of powder on them.
is there more in the vehicle?
No, sir.
Is there more on you?
No, sir. That's.
You didn't seem too confident on that. So here's what's going to happen, okay? I'll be honest with you. Thank you for being honest with me as much as you've been, okay? I get it. You don't want to get in trouble with this, all right? you know, El Chapo with this, okay? Sure. It's not a small deal, but it's not the end of the world, okay? If you have something else on you, you're gonna go to jail. I'm just being upfront. Right now, you are going to jail, okay? For the possession of these. You're gonna get strip searched in the jail, okay? Sure. If you bring anything on in you, even if it's one of these pills or anything at all like that, that's a felony 3, okay? Sure. That's a pretty high felony in Ohio. That's mandatory jail time in most cases. Is there anything else on you? Because I'd rather find it out here and talk with you about it than have you bring it back in there, and then the bosses don't let us really talk, and you know, it is what it is. You bring something dangerous in the jail. Yeah. They don't play with that.
Yes, sir. No, sir. I don't have nothing else.
Nothing else. Yes, okay, sir. I'm gonna pat you down again to make sure. Okay, is that cool? All right.
That's
How many are in there?
I think like 100.
About 100?
Yeah.
Okay. Listen, that's more in personal use. Okay. Go ahead, spread your legs for me a little further.
Make sure your eyes are close to what you do. I'm not trying to hang you up anymore, but like you realize it's a lot bigger charge if you go to jail, and there's some more hidden.
Yeah.
Okay. So you haven't been honest one time yet, so I'm giving you a chance right now. Okay? There's nothing on you, correct? That was it. That weed, right?
I'll let you have a seat. I'm gonna check your shoes and then I'll let you put those back on, okay? If you want to sit like butt in, feet out, or that works.
I got it.
All right. Anything stuffed down your shoes?
No, sir.
How much your Balenciaga shoes cost? 800?
Not only was the suspect trying to outsmart the officers, what made it even more amusing was that none of them were telling the truth, and their stories didn't even match.
All right, man, you want to slide those back on?
Back on.
Go ahead, put that in. Don't kick me, dude, okay? Good? All right, cool, man, thanks. Go ahead and have a seat. I'll take his property and this, put it in my car.
Yeah, I knew there was something in there. He was just acting weird.
Dude, he was touching it the whole time in and out.
When I
Great
got
caught on that. Yep, excellent catch on. We'll get them out. I got
answers are evasive, dude.
Yeah. She gave me a story about driving out to Vegas and one day with her son, flying the son home, taking him.
She told you?
Yeah, taking him from Vegas, dude, we just arrested, driving 4 days back here to meet the son again.
They have no timelines. They have nothing. Like,
yeah.
I had no idea.
Are we here? I was at RAS talking to her.
Yeah,
her story didn't make sense.
Okay, even what your story is, what I got is
they don't match.
No. Right on.
We're gonna have everybody hop out. We do have probable cause to search everybody in the vehicle. Okay.
What did you find on him?
Well, he's an adult, so and you're not his mom, right?
No. So I'm not allowed to know?
He's going back to jail. It's his business. If he wants to tell you, he can, okay? It'd be like if you had something, I wouldn't want to tell him. You know what I mean?
I can't hear you.
Told him to get out. Mom gave consent to search. Told him to get out. He starts reaching in his crotch immediately. Tell him not to reach. He keeps reaching, putting his crotch up against the thing. He gives us consent to search and pat him down. I feel, I'm like, dude, that's a bag of pills. He's like, there's nothing there. I shook his pants. They fell out down his pant legs. No, he said it's 100 fentanyl pills.
You already checked out this satchel.
I did, but double check it. That's a gun.
Yep.
Baby girl.
Hell yeah. Checking the first one.
Yeah.
I didn't even get there yet. You would run it, keep looking up there?
Yeah. Thanks. Koenig? I've never heard of that. Hey, ma'am, is this your bag? Okay.
Nope.
She said no. It was tucked up under the seat.
I'll ask. Is that yours? I already Miranda.
Nope. She's got a thin blue line flag, air freshener. I'm gonna take pictures of that stuff.
This is look at this.
Yeah.
Like, backs of the seats.
This car's been ripped.
I think we should probably see if those dudes want to get a search warrant for that hotel room.
Oh yeah.
Like,
yeah.
The female suspect was obviously lying and knew that there was a gun in the bag, yet she instantly denied having owned it when questioned by the officers. With so many illegal items found in the car, there was no chance that she was escaping jail.
Doug, did you talk to the kid if this was his bag? Or ask him anything?
I did not.
Okay. Alright. I did.
I went and talked to him. Basically said that he remembers Miranda rights. He's denying ownership. Doesn't know anything about it. That's not his bag, not his gun.
You showed it to him?
We all know his. I didn't show him the bag, guys.
Okay.
I asked her. She goes, "Oh, I don't know anything about it." And the 7-year-old girl goes, "That's Gino's."
Beautiful.
I go, "How does she know that?" "Well, he watches her sometimes, and I don't see everything that happens."
Perfect. Then, dude, that's good enough for me.
Yep.
Alright.
I mean, aside
Which
from
one? The little kid said that?
The little girl, the 7-year-old.
Right on.
They're like 100%. That's Gino's.
Yeah. I got a picture. Dude, they got a thin blue line air freshener hanging, a big wooden cross sitting on the dash.
Good.
All the good stuff.
All right, I'll peel this then.
Yeah. Thanks. Hey, there's another bag.
Where was that?
Right under the front passenger seat.
Nice.
So, I was pulling the seat back. I don't know if it fell, if it was there. I'm like, that bag doesn't look normal.
Where was it at?
Right under the front passenger seat. Right on, like, the seat. I was pulling on this and it fell out. So let's yank these. What'd you find? More?
I don't know what it is. Where is it at? Alright, so I peeled this side right here.
Yeah.
We just found a whole bunch more.
Yeah, they got hides.
The suspects believe they had hidden the drugs well, tucking them away in every possible place to avoid detection, but their luck would run out fast. And with each search, officers uncovered more and more, making it impossible for them to get away.
Dude, is that weed or is that key?
Dude, that's not quite a key.
That's like a quarter probably.
Dude, if that's weed, I'm gonna be really mad. I know that. But there's no way.
No, that's packaging. That's packaging. That's gonna be heroin.
Maybe it's cocaine at a cheaper cost.
I think it's coke.
Hey,
And it smells like it.
oh, does it have that? I love
Like that painter's, like,
So, well, if it's pills, think about it like this. If this is 21,
yeah,
how many do you think that would be?
that's a good point.
You know?
It might be, man. It's like moving around. It's not, dude, feel that. That might be pills, bro.
These aren't too durable, so let's not like.
Yeah, you're right. Oh, I'm excited, dude. Nice job, bro.
You great style.
Greg's calling me. I'll throw those in.
I was gonna say, do you have bags?
Yeah, I'll keep all this separate and I'll start marking down what came from where.
Okay. Yeah, because we're also gonna figure out where your kids are going and all that stuff.
Well, my sitter is on 73. My mom is in North.
Okay, we'll figure it out when we get back. Obviously, we're not trying to.
This is insane. I don't even know what she's on and what's going on.
$50,000 worth of fentanyl was recovered from the car, which posed a major threat to the well-being of the children inside. The suspects faced a litany of charges, including drug trafficking, child endangerment, and possession of a stolen firearm. Their bond would be set at $1 million. Police pull over a rental truck for speeding and following too close. After questioning the driver, he began to behave suspiciously, and officers noticed inconsistencies in the rental agreement for the vehicle.
How are you?
Good on yourself?
Not too bad. I'm gonna pick up this penny that fell out of your door, okay? Is this your truck?
No, it's a rental.
A rental? Did you rent it?
Yes.
Okay, do you have the rental agreement and your license?
Yes.
That was also down there. I didn't want that to blow out.
No problem.
Can you do me a favor? Can you turn your headlights on?
Yes.
Also, be careful with how close you're getting to some of those other cars, okay? You got in behind that semi. You just go around them or back off of them. I don't want you to crash or anything, okay?
Arizona?
Yes.
Where are you coming from?
From Arizona?
Coming from Arizona. Where are you headed to?
To here to Harrisburg.
Harrisburg?
Yes.
Pennsylvania?
Yes, Pennsylvania.
Okay, all right. What takes you over there?
Because I'm going to move over there.
You're moving?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you doing this for a company?
A company?
Yeah.
No, it's because I used to move things at other times, so that's why.
Okay.
Little stuff, and then I'm gonna take another ones, and.
Okay. You're gonna do what now?
I'm gonna take one stuff, and then come back, and then.
Oh, so you're gonna use this truck again?
Yeah.
Okay. When did you rent this?
It was on Wednesday.
Wednesday?
Sorry.
This Wednesday?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Have you had any tickets or anything else?
No, nothing.
Okay. So do you work for a moving company?
No, I used to work.
Okay.
Yeah, but I don't work anymore.
You don't do that anymore? Because it looks like you rented it under this. Andrea.
Yeah, that was my company.
Okay.
Like I said,
So this isn't your company?
No.
What's in here right now?
It's just some sofas and my luggage, just that.
Sofas and luggage? Okay. And it belongs to you?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I hear this a lot, okay?
Yeah.
And if you're doing it for pay, that's fine.
No, it belongs to me. It belongs to me.
All right, and then you're gonna. So why are you gonna drive the truck all the way back?
Because, like I say, I'm coming to move her here, and then I'll go back and then bring another stuff.
Okay. All right. Bear with me. Let me do some checking on some things, but that's why I have you stopped. Okay. You're here already. Where you been sleeping at?
At the hotel.
Oh, you slept at the hotel?
Yeah.
Okay. How many nights?
It's 2 nights.
You spent 2 nights in a hotel?
Yeah, no, one night, like I came on Wednesday, I slept in the hotel, and then yesterday I slept in the hotel.
Okay, all right, well bear with me for 1 second. I'm gonna check some things out and I'll be back with you, okay? All right, I'm just gonna leave that stuff up there for you, okay?
The trooper quickly sensed that something was off because the rental was not in the driver's name and their story kept on changing. They first claimed that it was for work, and then for moving, and then planned to return it. The contradictions would only raise more suspicion.
But here's the problem. She won't tell me the truth. She rented this under delivery, which is a company. She said she had a moving company. She doesn't work there anymore. She's going to Harrisburg, PA, and she's taking it back to Tucson. I'm like, if you're moving your stuff to Harrisburg, why are you driving this back? And she's like, well, I'm gonna go back and get more stuff. Well, she's not gonna make it back to Tucson and back to Harrisburg and back in the next 4 days. So 3-day West Freight for the Arizona deal. She's either lying about the moving stuff and this is not her stuff, or she's doing something else that she shouldn't be doing. That's really the only the reason for this. I mean, this is how much did this cost? $1,100. Oh my God. She's behind the, okay. She's by herself.
Okay.
So, coming out of Tucson.
Big old lock.
Coming from Tucson, going to Harrisburg. So.
Is she nervous?
Smell that.
It's air pressure. It's like Downy or something.
That's what I said. It's like a softener, fabric softener or something.
You know, me, my wife will shoot me. Huh? I'll come smell like that, my wife will shoot me.
Yeah, I'm on the phone with that big. They're running.
I'm still walking.
Okay.
The police quickly realized that the story did not match the details on the agreement, and sensing that something was off, they wasted no time in calling for backup to make a search of the vehicle.
Okay. No weapons on you?
No, good.
Is everything in that truck belong to you?
Yeah.
Okay. Just have you have a seat there, okay?
Yeah. Or he can drive my Tahoe if he wants me to drive it.
No, you went after a different one. Alright.
Take a picture.
Hold on.
This was shut down.
Pull it out. Couple bags. Holy my God.
Woo!
Dude,
Yes!
That's a big one.
That's a lot of dope, baby. That's a lot of dope.
Holy bro. Leave it here. We'll get pictures. That thing is filled up. Hook her up. Hey, just put the lock back on. Let's go. Alright, you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and may be used against you in court. You have the right to an attorney. You can't afford one can be provided to you at no cost by the court. It's important you understand that you do not have to talk to me without your permission. Okay? You understand all that? Okay. Where is this going?
Copy to you. SP1742.
New York? New York City?
Yes.
And you want to deliver it? Do you want to deliver it?
No, I don't want to do it. No. Oh, I was going to do it because they was going to pay me.
Okay. But you don't want to move this to New York? For us. To help you as well. It's not just us.
After a search, it was found that the truck was loaded with over $1 million in drugs, and what began as a routine stop quickly turned into a major bust. The woman would be arrested and left officers shocked, and back at the station they worked to uncover how she had gotten involved in such a massive operation.
You want to do it like that whole cell?
Go down that hall. Make a left. Next door that's open to the right.
What do you think you had? All of it?
That's what I think.
It may be. Okay. I believe a vast majority of it's going to be found. Were they paying you by the brick? Do you know how many you had?
I know I had 15.
Oh, well, it was 50. Alright. More honest than I thought. The reason I say that is when we get, say, 50, the person usually thinks they have 25. They were told not to look at it, don't touch it, or anything like that. And in turn, they're just being ripped off on the transport. So, alright. Where did they pay you in advance, or are they paying you on conclusion of getting to there or back?
Or how much, would you mind answering some questions for me about it?
No problem.
Okay. How much are you getting paid to do this?
Like 1,000 for each one.
1,000 each kilo? So you're getting $50,000
Yes.
to do this trip? In pesos or American money?
No, in American money.
$50,000.
Yes.
How many times have you done this trip before?
This is the first time.
First time. And you got caught by us?
Yes.
Like first time this far or first time moving dope?
Like how far?
Like outside of Arizona, California, all
No,
that
this
area.
is like the first time I reached. This is the first time.
So they were going to give you $50,000. Is that their cell phone that's in the couch?
Oh no, that telephone it was my kid. One of my kids. how can I say in English? Do you guys understand Spanish? Nobody?
A little bit.
He lost his phone and I think he put it in the sofa and I put that sofa in the.
Okay. We just thought maybe you were being tracked. That's why I talked to you about that on the way back.
Was my kid's phone?
I didn't know whose phone it was, man.
Yeah, he has in Facebook and Instagram in his phone. You can see it.
Yeah.
So that's his phone. That's my son's phone.
What you were just gonna deliver that? Were they just gonna give you the number when you got there?
Yeah, they were just going to call me because they don't call me. They just over there say you're going and we're gonna call you when you get there.
Did you know how much was in there?
50 kilos.
50 kilos. Did you put that in there or did somebody else put it?
I put it in there.
So you met the person in Phoenix or Tucson and got it?
Yes, and I just got it and I just put it right there and I just took it.
What were those bags covered up with? What was on top of the bags?
Right now, it was a blanket, I think.
In total, $1.2 million worth of illegal drugs were discovered in the vehicle, and since the driver refused to inform law enforcement about the operation, she would face first-degree felony charges, a possible sentence of 25 years in prison, and a $50,000 fine.